Nice to meet you, dear traders. It's a video description for the Advanced Wire Trade Panel version 15.10. In this video, I'll tell you which add-ons, changes were done in this particular trade panel. For newcomers, I'll give information how to use this advisor. This program is intuitively clear, easy, simple, and very comfortable. The new version is written from zero, the whole code was reworked, the slightest details were considered, all errors were fixed, and defects of the previous versions as well. So, now everything works stable and safe. Okay, so let's start. Install panel to the chart. The panel has a huge number of settings, which allow fluently set trade panel up to yourself and set the settings and use them on any other instruments. For the latest version of the program, a reference was done in Russian. So, there everything is commented in details. That's why every trader's action is sounded. Every pressing, every click of mouse, and a trader understands what's he doing and what is going on the chart. This sound can be switched off in these settings. In addition, the new version of this program has two major panels. There, a standard panel with full functionality and a mini panel. So, these panels can be reduced this way. But let us firstly talk about a standard panel. This standard panel has a button, real virtual, button folding, namely it can be reduced. If you don't need it, then you can just minimize it. Where you need it, it will remain in your sight and will never go over the borders of the chart. So, and in the moments when you may want to trade or do any trade actions, you will open it and accordingly you choose the button you need and can do any trading plans you want to do. Button real and virtual. The feature of this program is that it can work in two modes, real and virtual mode. In a real mode, information about opening, closing, modification, levels of stop loss, trailing stop, break-even, take profit are sent to the broker's server and are kept there. In case if your terminal is switched off, your levels will be executed on the broker's server. This happens in real mode when letter R is highlighted with green. Therefore, a broker won't see your levels, take profit, stop loss, or trailing stop. If you suspect your broker in cheating, with the Apple virtual mode, you can hide your trading levels. Also, in this panel, there is a mode of virtual pending order. A broker won't see where you placed a virtual pending order. Due to this, you can set an order as close to the price as possible, ignoring restrictions of the broker. So, let's speak about lords. You can set any lord. In any case, if you make a mistake, an advisor will correct it. When I hover the mouse, an additional window is highlighted, which shows the same size in percent to deposit margin which will be held. Minimal and maximum lots allowed by the broker and step lot which was entered in settings. I have 0.03 in settings, which means that after pressing plus, a lot will be increased for 0.03 lot. Thus, I can increase lots, minimize lots, enter them manually, and increase, of course. Problem has a function of commands. All messages are placed in folder experts in journal. Therefore, all messages are shown here. Now, if any mistake happens, an advisor will report about this problem. We have entered 0.23 lot, and so our lot has 2 digits after comma. The last digit was cut off. Advisor wrote that an order was opened with 0.23 lot on EUR/USD pair with a price. That's a successful opening. If we enter bigger lot, a panel automatically corrected. If we enter smaller lot, it also will be corrected. Next, the buttons buy, sell, sell store buy, limit, sell limit, open orders. Buy opens in order for buy, sell opens for selling. If sounds are turned off, then you will hear such a signal. So here you can see the size of a lot for open position in its direction. With opening your orders, a panel will arrive per each order of particular order. Further, we have a reverse button. This button allows to flip one-kind orders. If you have a lot of open buy orders, and we understand that we need to close all of them and open one order for sell with the same size, we can simply flip. In trading, it's called flip or reverse. If there are a lot of open sell positions, we can flip to buy positions. Let us open a lot of different orders. If there are a lot of open sell positions, we can flip to buy positions. Let us open a lot of different orders. Now we can see our trade. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 orders for buy. We want to flip these orders into sell. We press this button and sell order was opened. 5 times 16 is equal to 0.80. So it opened with the same lot as we closed all buy positions. If you don't need all the sells, let's close them. Even if we want only one order, we can flip it with the help of only one button. Okay. Next. Buttons all buy, close all buy, close all sell is for fast and easy close of many orders. All orders are closed except pending ones. Those buttons don't affect pending orders. So let's open buy, sell, buy, sell, bunch of different orders. And now we'll close all orders for sell. All sell orders are closed. Now we'll close buy positions. All buy orders are closed and advise the commenter that everything has worked and all positions are closed. This is the way how sell panel works. Now let's speak about a mini panel. It has only two buttons, buy and sell, and also buttons forward corrections. Here, a lot can also be changed manually. It's designed for traders who only buy or sell. If you press button hide panel, we'll see only two buttons. It's easy to use on charts which are very small. When you minimize chart up to maximum, such a panel will help you. So, let's hide a panel. Now let's go to another control panel. Different changes were done by the trader's request. Panel can be moved to left and right. It'll always stay on your side. A panel can be hid only in case if your order will go out of sight. The first button, green, allows to move button to right or left. If we don't need to move panel and we want to fix it in one position, click on it twice, and it doesn't move anywhere and doesn't react to a mouse. So let's speak about button W. Button was added because many traders ask for a button which will help to hide all other buttons. We pressed it, all the stuff is hid. Pressed again, appeared back. If a button is active, then it's highlighted with a light green. Now let's set a real mode. In order to set stop loss, we are pressing buttons stop loss. Stop loss will be set exactly the same as we entered in settings. Let's set take profit. When a price reaches a level take profit, an order will be closed with profit. When a price reaches a level stop loss, an order will be closed with loss. To move a central line is forbidden because an error may appear. Double-click on central line will show information about the order. Type, correlation, profit, magic numbers, order. Deactivation of line, double-click, will hide information about the order. In order to change take profit or stop loss, you need simply to drag the line with a double-click. Meanwhile, an advisor tells you that modification of take profit and stop loss has been done in case when you are moving each line. Double-click on line of take profit or stop loss activates the line. With the activation of line, information appears. A number of points and profit which you are going to get in case if price reaches a level to take profit or stop loss. $623 points and 5 digits. A broker will give a profit in size of $130.83. In case if a price goes to the level stop loss, we'll get minus 254 points, $53.34. In order to get river levels of take profit and stop loss, you need to deactivate the buttons. In a real mode, when you are changing take profit or stop loss, there is a signal. In a mode, an order does not have a real take profit and stop loss, therefore you won't hear any sound. Button break even. It allows to set a break-in option. It's a tab in status of advisor, and the level stop loss appears in the moment when the price reaches the added level. So now let's speak about button trailing stop. In case when stop loss isn't entered, it sets stop loss and moves it next to the price. Setting trailing stop can be added in settings of advisor. Okay, next. Now let's speak about time. Option time allows to close an order with reaching a times line. In other words, when time is bigger than time of the line, then an order will be closed or deleted. When time reaches the time of green line, an order will be closed or deleted. If there is a pending order, then it will be deleted. Let us suppose that time was reached and an order was deleted. If an order is a trading one, it will be simply closed. In any case, it's very useful. Okay, next, let's speak about the button in. It shows all the information about an order in a separate window. Symbol, ticket, opening time, price, profit, take profit, stop loss, and correlation to ratio. What is a ratio? It's a correlation of stop loss to take profit. It's recommended to keep it not less than 1 to 2, 1 to 3. So, next, button cross. It closes orders. In a previous version, there was a possibility to close a part of an order by take profit. In a new version, this possibility is turned off. And now, if you want to close a part of an order, you need to enter value which you want to close. Our order is opened with 0.21 lot. We want to close, for example, 0.5 lot. Enter value for closing. Press button close, and now we have 0.16 lot. Let's close 0.6. So we may have a trading 0.10 lot. Closing of part was done with button X, because in this moment when you hide a help panel, you can't know which value will be closed in case if an enter filter placed on a level of take profit. Therefore, enter filter and partial closing are strictly chained only to button X. Partial closing is possible only when pressing X button and entering lot for closing. So that is all what I can say about an order control panel. So, next. The most popular and most needed instruments were added here in order to help a trader. Okay, now let's speak about a grid. since there is no possibility in terminal to control and set up a grid. That's why this fact provides some difficulties with trading. That's why I have added to this advice in my own grid, which you can set up the way you like. Red lines are regulated ones. Colors, styles, everything can be changed in settings. Section grid. That's for grid. Step by default, color effective lines, color grid lines, inactive ones. Style bold, step horizontal lines, color horizontal lines. Style bold. A grid is a very useful instrument because you can use a line chart according to your own squares and work, for example, with a square strategy. In order to switch off grid, remove marks. The instrument sessions was added to the trading panel. There are three main sessions: Asian, European, and American. Also, you have possibility to hide colors of sessions. I mean, if you remove a mark from button fill, then we'll have a simple square. If you place a mark, we'll have filled rectangles. If you want to find out a session size, press button point and it will show how much points the price has made within a chosen session. In order to switch off sessions, remove marks and sessions will be hid. Okay, now let's speak about instrument alert. It's a very useful and effective instrument. It allows the trader simply to relax and not to sit in front of the display or the chart all day long. With the help of this instrument, you can place 3 lines on the chart. You can place one by one as you need. This instrument helps the trader to mark a price levels. When a price reaches a red line, a blue or black line, a signal will be sounded. It means that I can be busy with my own chores or any other work, but in the same time I absolutely don't need to look at the chart permanently. As soon as a price will reach one of the lines, a terminal will give a sound alert and will attract my attention, warning that something happens and it's time to make some decisions on the base of the trading system. Okay, let's speak about button tick. This button turns on the sound of tick. I mean, you turn it on and also can be busy with your deals. You can hear the ticks are coming. A terminal switched on is connected and you understand that the pair isn't moving. The sound of a new bar is very useful. The sound is triggered in the moment when a new candle appears. A new period, a new bar, thereby it also wants A trade about opening for new trading period. A virtual order allows to place virtual orders. So, I have talked about these orders in the beginning. There are four classic types: buy stop, buy limit, sell stop, sell limit. Orders also can be moved by mouse. This text can be moved in any direction, but anyhow it will stay in the line. Lots for virtual orders are controlled in the MetaTrader panel. As soon as the price will get to the line, will be equal or bigger in some moment, then a market order will be opened. For virtual orders, the type of slippage is important because an order is opened due to the market's environment. If you want to delete a pending virtual order, you'll need to remove a tick and it will disappear. For every type of order, you can set only one order. You can't set two buy stop in virtual orders, only one is allowed. This was done in order to keep a trader controlling a situation and watching over his trade. So, now let's speak about button information. It shows information about your account, its number, type, owner's name, broker, full information about deposit, current profit, equity, and other. So, now let's speak about symbol. It shows information about the instrument. Last ask, type of data, calculations, all information is shown here. Button screenshot. It saves screenshots in a terminals folder. Press, tick disappeared, then a screenshot is done. Open a folder of data, MQL4 files, and here is a screenshot that was done. You can make screenshots using another methods. A right button of mouse on the chart, save picture as, active chart, or with a certain resolution put a tick to public of MQL5 site, press OK and your screenshot is saved on the site of developers. Here you can take a code and insert it to the site, blog or any other internet resources, share your predictions or screenshots of a trading panel. Okay, next. For this program, a reference was done in Russian and English, of course. This reference clearly describes how to use this program. Dear traders, make sure to read the reference. There are all answers for your questions. In case if you have a question and couldn't find an answer, this program provides you with full support. Its address is set on the current page lower. If you didn't find an answer for your question, contact us and we'll help you. All important information, warnings, everything is described in this reference. How to install this program, its settings, which you need to enter for 5-digit brokers, for 4-digit brokers, the example of calculations and parameters, trading panels. So all points which I have described here about real and virtual mode of trading recommendations. In case if you are trading virtual mode and you need to close terminal and leave it, it's recommended to change your mode to real one. Wait until advisor will place real levels for orders in order to close the terminal. So all buttons explain the reference meaning of those buttons. At the moment, the panel has one standard and a mini panel, but in the future we plan to add a panel for scalping and some more interesting panels for trading. So, a panel for control is also described and how to set it up. Tools are described fully: grid, session, alert, virtual order, information, everything you can read in details. Instruction how to work with a strategy tester is also described. This program allows to test any manual trading strategy and historical data. Also, program allows to work with skills on the history. It's very useful and easy. The history versions, what was added, what was deleted, what was changed, and answers for most popular questions. If you didn't find answer, you can contact us to this email, and during one day you'll get your answer. So you can make a proposal or make a note, say about any work, or send us your criticism. One more important remark about new versions. Here we opened an order for buy, advisor, properties, settings. So let's go through the settings. Stop load, it is size load which can be used for increasing with buttons plus and minus. Order distance, it is distance for placing pattern order by default. I mean, if I have 500 points entered, then when I place an order by stop, it will be placed on a distance 500 points for 5-digit broker. For 4-digit broker, you'll need to enter value 50 or any other you would like. Further, a pending order can be easily dragged with a double click to any place on a chart. So, another important update: correction and functional buttons were added. Earlier, there wasn't such a possibility. Now, when you have entered take profit or stop loss with moving pattern order, take profit and stop loss are also moved. Earlier, they were simply switched off. Now they're working and moving and working. You can hide all the information using the same way. Vertical lines help us to orientate in case you have a big package of orders. There are such traders which prefer to open 50 orders on one price level, but then they got lost in take profit stop losses of orders. Accordingly, moving a control panel, you may find out them. Here is my take profit for this order, and here is stop loss for this order. Further, let's speak about settings. Magic number can be in 3 magic conditions. This shows -1. With this magic number, we'll pick couple orders of manual trading and orders of other advisors. For open orders, you can use the same magic number, -1. In case if you use O, it goes for manual trading. So if you open an order with standard instruments, then this order will get magic number O. This number is for manual. If you want your advice to work with your manual orders, set in your advisor magic number equal to O. If a magic number is bigger than O, then it's individual magic number for current version of running advisor. An advisor will work only with its own orders, which have its magic number. Okay, so now let's speak about slippage. Here are these parameters for slippage. This parameter is responsible for opening orders. From the moment when you send a request for opening order until the moment when it will be performed by the broker, some time can pass and a price can be changed. Accordingly, a broker can refuse in getting your request. If you entered slippage, you enter a range of prices plus minus 20 points, among which a broker should accept your order. Then the possibility of denying is almost impossible. Okay, now let's speak about an order arrow. Signs of order you can see in my settings off. Now you can see in my settings off. If it's on, it means that standard icons for orders will be saved. So with the modification of orders, you can see a black icon. So now let's speak about a strategy tester. In a strategy tester, this fact takes a big inconvenience. There are dozens of thousands are collected and they interfere in the analysis of chart. Here we can see one icon, the second icon, and the third one. If you put a parameter, the signs will disappear. Okay, now let's speak about sound. As you can see, the program is fully sounded. Each action can be confirmed with the help of some sound options. If you put ORF, it means that the program will not sound, but at the same time an alert instrument will work, because it's an independent instrument. Opening closing orders will work without sound. Okay, next. Initial stop loss, take profit, break even. That means a minimal profit for going to break even and trading. The size of buttons is a very important moment. You can change it. Press 15, buy, and you have this kind of buttons. This problem was resolved because in this situation it's easier to work using the tablet when you have big buttons. So, okay, advisor and properties. Let's play a little bit. So, they're very nice buttons. Buttons are highlighted depending on notice type. Light red, by order, light blue. That was a request for one of the users of this program. Okay, so next, advisor properties. Let's turn the size of buttons back. We can make them smaller. Buttons to plurals. If it's on, it means to show it. Take profit button. On, it means to show it. Break even button on. Off, it means to switch it off. If you don't need a trailing stop, let's switch it off. Time button, switch off. Information button, switch off. Filter change alert. Let's switch it off too, we don't need it. So, vertical lines, which help us to determine orders we don't need, let's switch them off too. It means that when we open an order, we can have a simple set of buttons which we need for trading. As you can see, we have no vertical lines which help us to determine orders. Additionally, this small panel can be hidden. Okay, next. Advisor properties. It's a possibility to request one of the users of the program to install stop loss and initial take profit during orders opening. That means an opening order for installing and at the same time take profit or stop loss, which we have indicated initially. Just click this button and press on, and initially there will be the installation of stop loss and take profit or both, depending on settings. We can switch off break even, initially trailing stop, time of order close information. Let's switch all the information to, press OK. Now you can buy. This information window doesn't appear, but it doesn't matter. Stop loss appeared, take profit appeared initially too. A new terminal's version, the window doesn't always appear. A virtual mode, let's switch it on. So, information bar, it will show information only when it was pressed. Sell, stop. Okay, next. Advisor properties, let's switch it off. Each section is marked, but it's group. Settings of indicators, trading sessions, the amount of days, start line, end time of Asian sessions, color, and so on. It means that each session can be set individually. So I talked about chat settings before. The step of vertical lines, color of control lines, color of other lines, style bold. Step of horizontal lines, color of active lines, color of other lines, style and bold. So now let's speak about an alert. Initial installing lines at a distance from the current price. So I have put 400. It means that when I press on line or low line, they put on the distance of 400 points from the current price. Okay, next, color of line. And the last one, it's the distance for installing or virtual initial pattern orders. I put 400, that means if I put buy stop, it will put on a distance of 400 points from the current price. So, after that I can manually change it and move. Orders will be open according to the settings which have been chosen in the settings of this particular trading program. Thank you for your attention. I'll try to make some video lessons about using these trading programs. Use it, send your comments. And if you like this video, welcome to our conversations. Write what you like or what you don't like. And if you want to receive updates, sign up for this channel. With the best regards, I wish you good luck and winners in trading. Thank you for your attention.